Hey everybody, it's Dr. Behave. I am here to drop this week's questions around IEPs. And so this week I had a question about placement. So placement is always a hot question, and it's hot because you want to make sure you are making the best decision of what works best for your child as it relates to placement. And so we have a lot of different types of placement in special education. Some of them are in what they call self-contained classrooms. Some of them are using inclusive models where the child is placed in a general education setting, classroom. Sometimes you hear the terminology mainstreaming, things like that. And of course, your main goal is to have your child in a general education setting as much as possible. But when we say as much as possible, it's based on what your child's able to do. And we want to make sure, remember, when they're in placement, it's about their educational benefit. So we can't have a student placed in a general education setting based on, hey, I want them to just practice social skills, things like that. It really still has to deal with those core academics in order for them to be in that classroom setting. And I know that sometimes parents are presented with different opportunities where you might be placed, the child may be placed in a self-contained classroom, or they could be in what they call a push-in, pull-out model. This is what we see in resource classes. A lot of times students are pulled out to go to a class, or the staff, special education team may come to the student in the class to offer support. But the self-contained classroom is a classroom where the child is in that room, specifically designed to work on helping them build skills that they may need necessary in order to access and be a part of that general education setting. So it's not always a bad thing, and it's really case by case, so it's really individualized. So I'm not here to tell you how much time your child needs in an inclusion program, how much time your child needs to be pulled out or pushed in. I can't do that without really taking a full glance and glimpse at your child's actual IEP, looking at where they are in their abilities and their skill sets and so on. Those are things that we have to do to make best decisions about what's best for your child. So placement, it can be something that's challenging, but I also want you to know, if you are not feeling comfortable about the placement, it's okay to request to have another addendum meeting to discuss the placement options, to look at how it's going, to review progress, things like that. You still have options, so don't ever feel like my child is just stuck in this place. That is not the case, okay? You can always go back and have that addendum meeting specifically to talk about placement options and so on. All right, and then of course, as always, if you want more information, you need my support directly, feel free to drop a line and contact me at drbehave.org, and I'm on social media under Dr. Behave. Love to hear from you, and I hope this helps. All right, have a good one.